Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video I'm really excited to do because I am kicking off my ranking series. So I've done this before, but I don't think I ever fully did my entire makeup collection, and that is my goal, that we're going to do my entire makeup collection. And I'm kind of overwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie, but I was able to knock out so many of my makeup categories yesterday, not filming wise, but like going through them and like ranking them. So I'm really hoping that I will actually make this happen. Really excited about it. Before we get into it though, I do want to encourage you to like this video if you like content like this, if you like videos like this, if you want to keep up with what's going on as far as like how my ranking videos are going when I'm posting them. Be sure to like and subscribe, turn on that notification bell, that way you are notified every single time that I upload. And yes, I encourage you to like this video and subscribe, do everything that really helps out my channel. It means so much to me. So now let's get into this ranking video. So let's begin. We are going to be ranking my primers today. I don't think I said that, but we're ranking primers today. I have 17 primers that I'm going to be ranking today. Keep in mind, I have a few disclaimers, okay? My first disclaimer is this is how they're ranking right now. This ranking is solely based on what my makeup preferences are in this moment. So if I'm ranking a product very low that I've spoken highly about maybe a year or so ago, please do not think that I don't like that palette, or excuse me, that I don't like that product anymore. I definitely do. It's just I like some other things a little bit more. Maybe my makeup style has changed. Maybe my makeup preferences have changed. So please keep that in mind. The second disclaimer, I don't have anything that I hate in my collection. I don't. I have decluttered so much over the years that I truly do feel very happy with the products that are currently in my collection. I tend to declutter as I go. I tend to declutter as I do my everyday makeup drawers. Shameless plug, check out my everyday makeup drawers, those videos, because you'll get to see a lot of my collection that way as well. But yes, I don't hate any of these products. If I did, they would not be in my collection. That doesn't mean that I won't declutter any of these maybe in the future, but as of right now, I still want to keep them in my collection. So coming in at number 17, I have the Milk Makeup. This is the Hydro Grip and Glow Primer. I have struggled with this one, you guys. I've really struggled with this one, and it breaks my heart that this is ranking so low at number 17 because I love the Milk Hydro Grip, like the original, but I've struggled so much with this one and I want to love it. I want to make it work. It's currently in my everyday makeup drawer, so I'm going to keep testing it out. But as of right now, this primer is way too finicky for me and it's just not really adding that value that I want. But I'm going to keep testing it. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep chugging along. But right now, this is ranking in as my worst primer. At number 17. Okay, number 16, we have another one that I feel has been a little bit finicky in the past, and it is from NYX, and this is the Face Glue Gripping Primer. So this one has been a little bit hit and miss with me as well. I'm actually wearing it today, and actually this one was ranking number 17 just yesterday, but because I wore it today and I actually was very happy with how it applied today, I bumped it up one and knocked down the Milk, because the Milk Makeup one is just consistently not performing for me. This one though, today it actually worked really well, but it's been very similar to the Milk where it's been very inconsistent. It hasn't really been a primer that I can rely on, and so it's been kind of one that's been consistently on my chopping block since I bought it. But yes, just wanted to mention this is number 16. Then we have number 15, and this is where, again, I feel like I'm getting into a lot of primers that I like, okay? Like I feel like those bottom two are really the only ones that I don't like love. The rest of these I really like, okay? The Wet n Wild Impossible Primer Stick, this one is coming in at number 15. I really like this. Now, it is not my favorite primer by any means, but I do feel like it does a good job at what it's supposed to do. It says that it is supposed to oh, here it is. It says that it's supposed to basically do everything in one, from my understanding. Oh, here it goes. It mattifies, it hydrates, it blurs pores, it preps skin for lasting makeup, and it's impossibly silicone free. So I do feel like this does a little bit of everything. I don't know if I would say that this hydrates. I don't think it does. I do think that it does blur the skin, it does fill in the pores, and it does not feel like a silicone primer, so at least there's that. I think for me is that it is harder to see if this is actually working than other pore smoothing primers that I have in my collection. So that is why this one is ranking in at number 15. Then we have number 14, and that is the Cali Ray So Blown Primer. This is the clean blurring primer with collagen peptides from Cali Ray. And with this one, I really like it, but it's just not a favorite of mine. For some reason, I never want to reach for this one. It's really effective at what it does. It is very blurring, and I feel like it is a little bit hydrating on the skin as well, but it's just not a favorite. It's not one that I'm wanting to reach for. Whenever I'm thinking of pore blurring, I'm thinking of other primers in my collection, and so this one is ranking in at number 14. Then we have number 13, and again, a lot of these now we're kind of in the middle of the road with like how much I love these products. I have the Essence Poreless Partner Primer, and I haven't used this one in a hot minute, and unfortunately I feel like this one is no longer being sold, which is so frustrating because I actually do think that this is a good primer. This reminds me so much of the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. So if you've ever used the Rare Beauty one and you really like it, but maybe you don't want to pay the price, or what am I even saying? This is not even available anymore. But anyways, this reminded me so much of that one from Rare Beauty. This one is ranking lower because kind of similarly to the Cali Ray, for some reason I'm never drawn to it. For some reason I'm not using it as frequently. And so this is one that often gets put back on the back burner, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. It's a really nice gel consistency. I feel like it really does blend well into the skin. It does what it says it's going to do, which is mattifying, or which is pore blurring, and it does have a little bit of, again, that gel-like formula, so it does feel kind of cooling on the skin, but for some reason it just kind of gets pushed aside and I don't use it that much. So that is why this one's ranking in at number 13. And number 12, which is literally so funny, I wasn't even doing this on purpose, but the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I just have this one in a mini, and this one I'm almost done with, and I'm really excited to hopefully finish this one very soon. This is just not my favorite pore blurring primer, and we will get into my top ranking primers, and you will see what I love, what I tend to gravitate towards. You will see those in a second. And I have other favorites when it comes to pore filling, pore blurring primers. This is just not one of them. I feel like this one just feels a little bit slippy on the skin. It's a little bit more like silicone feeling than some other pore blurring primers that I have in my collection. So that is why this one is ranking in at number 12. Whenever I finish this one, I will not be repurchasing. Then ranking in at number 11, surprisingly, I have a gripping primer, and that is this one from Essence. This is the Jelly Grip Hydrating Primer. It's a makeup gripping and refreshing primer. So I got this instantly. Whenever I saw that this had released, I think this was last year, I picked it up instantly because I love the Milk Hydro Grip Primer so much. And I was so excited that this one would be a really nice alternative for it. Unfortunately, it is not though. It is a good primer though. I do like this. I actually like see myself reaching for this one organically. The only issue I have with this one and why it's ranking in at number 12, no, at number 11 is because this one is just not as tacky. It's not as gripping as I would want my primer to be. If I'm going in with a gripping primer, I want it to have some grip to it. This one just feels more like a hydrating primer, but it does have a very, very slight tack to it. So it's there, but it's not like fully committing to the gripping feel, if you know what I mean. So if you're someone who wants to play around with the gripping primer, but maybe you're not sure if it's going to be for you, this actually might be a good one to start out with, because again, it's not super tacky, but it's just a little bit for you to feel like you're getting that benefit from your primer, but it also is going to feel really nice and hydrating on the skin. So I do like it for that purpose. So that is why this one is ranking in at number 11. For number 10, I actually have this one from NYX. This is the NYX Blur Screen Blurring Primer Sunscreen. This has SPF 30 in this one. And for some reason, I was always really interested in trying this one out. I think because it was a primer sunscreen, to be honest. I feel like I always want to try and find other ways to just kind of like supplement my sunscreen and get more protection. And so this one definitely appealed to me. And basically the reason that this one is ranking in at number 10, it's not a bad primer by any means. It is blurring for sure. It does have a really nice like coconutty sense to it. But I will say if you put on too much of this, like if you're solely relying on this to be your sunscreen, I do feel like it's going to cake up your makeup a little bit. I do feel like it could potentially be too heavy on the skin if this is going to be your sole sunscreen. How I've used this and how I feel like it works for me is I go in with like my everyday like normal sunscreen, and then I'm going in with this on top to kind of add my protection in. So I like it for that purpose. I don't think this is going to be something that I repurchase by any means because, as I mentioned, I just feel like I don't need something like this in my collection. I thought I did. I think it's nice. This one it's unfortunately expiring in November, so I don't have too much time to use it. So it's staying in my everyday makeup drawer for now. But yes, this one is ranking in at number 10. I think it's a solid primer. I think it does, you know, blur the skin like it says it's going to. It has a really nice kind of summery sense to it, but I just don't feel right now that it has a complete place in my collection for it to always be around. Ranking in at number 9. This is where it started getting really difficult, okay? Because again, I just love all of these primers or else they would not be in my collection. Number 9, I have my Milani Chill Out Soothing Primer. Unfortunately, this is another one that has been discontinued. I'm really sad that it is because honestly, this is such a nice primer. However, I have one that I'll recommend in place of this here in a minute. But this one is just as it says. It is very, very soothing on the skin. It feels cold going on the skin. So this is absolutely perfect for during those really hot spring and summer months where maybe you want to apply makeup, you want to go in with primer, but you want something cooling. This is great for that. I picked mine up at TJ Maxx for $3.99, so maybe you'll be lucky and find this again, or find this as well at TJ Maxx. But I do recommend it. I like it, but unfortunately it's not available, which sucks because I do like the formula a lot. Then we have number 8, and I feel like a lot of these primers are so similar. If you can't tell, I like a gripping primer or a pore smoothing primer. That's basically all I go for. I do like a glowy primer. I'm honestly kind of missing my Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer because I loved the way that that one just made my skin look really nice and glowy. I don't have one of those right now in my collection, but anyways, going to number 8, we have the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. Very, very similar to a lot of these primers that I'm talking about. It's very similar to the Milani. It's very similar to the Cali Ray. This one I do prefer, obviously, to the Cali Ray. It's obviously ranked a lot higher, but this one I like because it does feel a lot less silicone-y and a lot less slippy on the skin than the Cali Ray does, or than, you know, the Rare Beauty one. This one though, it's just, again, it's not one that I really reach for all too much. My all-time favorites I still will go for over this one, but this is still a really, really nice option if you're wanting a blurring primer for your pores. Really, really good. I love the formula. Number 7, I have the Benefit the POREfessional. This is the hydrating version. This is such a good primer, you guys. I'm honestly so sad that I often neglect this primer in my collection, but I love this one because it's going to blur the skin, but it's also going to provide a little bit of hydration, just a tad bit of hydration to the skin. I do feel like the POREfessional gets a really negative rap here on social media. I feel like because it's kind of like an outdated primer, it's an old primer, you know, that's been around for so long. I feel like people think just badly of this, and honestly, they are so wrong. This is such a good primer. Like, honestly, it's so good. If you're someone who just wants your makeup to look good, you just want your pores and your skin to just be smoothed out, this is such a good one. And the hydrating one, as I mentioned, it's just going to add a little bit of hydration. And yes, I love the combination of something that's hydrating and blurring at the same time. I feel like you can't ask for more, right? So I really love this one. This is definitely a staple in my collection. I feel like I'll always want at least a mini of this product around because I do think it's very, very effective at what it does, okay? This one, it says hydrating face primer to minimize the look of pores. Yes, definitely. That is exactly what it does. I love it. It's great. I would love to finish this completely one day because it is getting a little bit older in my collection. But yes, this is amazing, and it is ranking in at number 7. Number 6. This one I have come to love over the years. It is from Essence. It is the Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. This has a very unique place in my collection because it's not a gripping primer. It's not a pore minimizing primer. This is definitely a hydrating primer. This is going to make your skin look glowy. This is going to hydrate your skin, and I need this sometimes, okay? This is something that I can count on whenever my skin is maybe really, really dry. I talked about this in a recent video I filmed where I was talking about how, you know, you would think that during the summer your skin would just be oily because obviously it's hotter, and that's definitely the case for me sometimes. But what I've noticed whenever I'm out in the sun for an extended amount of time, my skin actually gets really, really dry. And I've noticed that on days like that, whenever I'm doing my makeup, but I know that my skin feels kind of tight or dry, I'll go in with this one for my primer, and it makes the world's difference on how my skin looks, how makeup goes on top, because I feel like this creates the most beautiful, glowy, hydrated base for makeup. So I really like this one. I know that people use this sometimes as skincare. I'm not sure how it works in that sense, but I really, really like it for how I use it, which is just kind of like as a really nice hydrating glowy primer. It's worked really, really well for that. So wanted to mention this one. This one is ranking in at number 6. All right, so we're in our top 5, okay? Top 5, we are getting into the nitty gritty here, okay? Ranking in at number 5, we have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I just have a mini here, and this one is ranking in at number 5 because it's still not my favorite gripping primer. It's really good. It's high performing. I like it. It is definitely comparable to the Milk Makeup. I just like the Milk Makeup one better. I'm sorry, I do. I just feel a difference in that one. But I do like this one from e.l.f. I do think that this is a really, really nice alternative that you can find at the drugstore. But yes, this is good. I have no notes. It's good. It's just not as good as my other 4, okay? Ranking in at number 4, we have the NYX Plump Right Back. Now, I feel like this one and the e.l.f. Power Grip can kind of be interchangeable here. The NYX one, what I love about it so much is, yes, it is a slight gripping primer, but it also just feels so nice and hydrating and rejuvenating on the skin. This even has a really, really nice, like, refreshing scent to it. It smells like citrus. So it literally feels like you're giving your skin, like, rejuvenation. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just feels so good on this skin. It feels like you're giving your skin a drink of water. So I really like this one. This one is ranking in at number 4, and I actually can see myself repurchasing this whenever it's done. I pray that NYX keeps this one around. All right, we are in our top 3. I'm gonna ask, if you pause this video, can you please in the comments guess what my top 3 primers are going to be? I'm so curious to know if you're going to guess them. So pause the video and let me know which primers are my top 3 primers. I'm definitely interested to hear your thoughts. Okay, number 3, we have, drum roll please, we have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. I love this one so much. I do truly feel that this is the one that they replaced the Chill Out primer with. Here's what this one looks like. It literally comes in a jar, and it's like a pudding. You just dip your fingers in, and it feels so nice and like silicone-y, but it's not silicone-y, and it's so nice and smoothing on the skin. It even feels a little bit cooling to the touch as well, which is really fun. I am so impressed with this one. I even hit like a tiny, tiny pan right there because I used this so much at one point. This is such an impressive primer to me. You don't even need the Huda Beauty one, to be honest, because this one is so similar. It does the same thing. It's so good. Milani is a little bit pricier when it comes to, you know, drugstore pricing, but let's be real, everything is so expensive. But this one it's amazing. I could have, and I think I've said this many times, I could literally just have this primer and a gripping primer and be done. Like, I wouldn't need anything else. Like, that's all I would need. This is so amazing. I was using this nonstop. I literally had to force myself to use other things because it's so good. So this is ranking in at number 3. Number 2, a good old faithful Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Y'all are probably wondering, where is Milk Makeup Hydro Grip? Yeah, it is all the way at number 2. This is the one that started it all for me. This is the one that made me fall in love with gripping primers, I believe, I think, question mark. Let me know if I'm misremembering, because I feel like I've lived this journey of gripping primers with y'all, okay? But anyways, this one is what started it all for me. It is the most beautiful balance of gripping onto your skin, so it's a gripping primer, but it's also hydrating, and it's also going to make your skin look a little bit glowy. Like, it is just so good. And your makeup is going to wear like iron whenever you wear this. It's going to last all day long. If you pair this with a really good foundation and a good setting spray and a good setting powder, girl, your makeup is locked in and loaded. It's so good. This is the one for me. However, we have number 1. We have our number 1 spot. And this would be it, okay? It would be one of, basically it would be this one and this. So my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip or my Milani Blur Out, or my number 1 is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop. Who guessed it? Who guessed it? Comment below if you guessed this was my number 1. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for playing. But yes, my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer is everything to me. Literally, I love this so much. From the scent, from the way it makes my skin look, from the way that it just grips onto your makeup. Like, it is so good. It's so good. I am so sad that this is discontinued. I really wish that they would just make this permanent. I know that they have the Power Grip, but I'm telling you, there is magic in this one. There's magic in this one. Your skin looks so much more glowy with this one. Your skin looks so much more juicy and hydrated with this one. And what I love about this one as well is not only does your skin look that way instantly, but as you wear this primer underneath your makeup, I've noticed I'll look into the mirror and I'll notice just that beautiful glow on my skin throughout the day. And I truly believe it's this primer. I don't think it's just my natural oils. I'm sure it's a combination, but I do think that this primer sticks with you throughout the day as well. It's beautiful. It would be literally, I'm fine with just these 3 primers in my entire collection, but I am a makeup enthusiast. I'm a makeup hoarder, lover, everything, that I have to have a huge collection. But like, honestly, this would be it for me. They're so good. I have my pore blurring here, my gripping here, okay? But those are all of my primers. Those are all of the ones that I'm ranking. Now, keep in mind, I have some that are on the chopping block. I have some that I've stored away. Not a lot. I think it's like maybe 2 or 3 primers that I did not include in today's video because either, like, I have the matte e.l.f. primer, the one that's in a black packaging. I have that one, but I haven't tested it. So it's not included in today's video because I haven't tested it yet. Therefore, I can't rank it, right? I also have 2 primers that are kind of on the chopping block that I also didn't rank because, again, like, they're on the chopping block, so I'm not going to include them because I don't see a place for them as of right now in my current collection, if that makes sense. So anyways, those are all of my primers ranked, all 17 of them. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Comment below again, did you guess my top 3 correctly? Did you guess my top 2 correctly? My top 1? Let me know. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye!